Good evening. Welcome to the Ecumenical Buddhist Society's Friday evening meditation session. This is where we spend 30 minutes settling our restless bodies, unfurling our very tightened minds, and then settling in to experience our own open natural awareness. So thank you for joining us. My name is Mick Wiggins. I'm one of the meditation guides here at EBS, and I'm very happy to be here with you tonight. So tonight is the way I structure it is just that there will be 3 parts. We do a bit of guided meditation to help us settle in. It's a very important section is to settle into our bodies, connect to it. And then we will move into a section of synchronizing our breath and our mind. And working with that, working with the breath in several facets, and then we cap it off, opening up and connecting to our awareness as an object of meditation. So if you break it down like that, the whole half hour goes very quickly, and I like that kind of staggered approach very much. I hope you do too. So again, welcome. Very happy to have you here with us, and let's get started. You know, many of our meditation sessions begin with talking about all the stress of our life these days. It's very stressful, COVID and so forth, and all the concerns we have, and it makes us anxious. Makes us worried and so forth. And well, that's true. Lord knows there's enough to be concerned about out there. You know, but I thought I would bring this up, and that is that from the Buddhist point of view, this state of unease or anxiousness doesn't start from the outside. You know, it really comes from within us. But it's really a result of our own intelligent awareness. Now that's really actually good news. And we can also acknowledge that the anxiety and the stressors of just working with birth, old age, illness, and death, why those are actually really important for survival as a species, right? So very useful tool, but habitually, as a pattern, it's gotten out of hand for most of us, and we allow that kind of anxious response to our what we experience to take over. So, but what is it that we actually are concerned about? Well, this intelligent awareness, well, the stress is really almost an instantaneous reflex from our direct experience of impermanence. Impermanence, you know. It's undeniable to our basic awareness. We just see it right there. This makes us nervous psychologically. We like to survive. We'd like to stake our ground on high ground, stable ground, build our little fortress that we can defend against all the slings and arrows. And yet, deep down, we know that it's groundless, that everything is eroding, everything that comes up goes away. And, you know, so instead of like building our castle on a hilltop, we are forever trying to stake a tent on a deep, powerful flowing river. And it's just not very hopeful. And this intelligence that we have knows how hopeless it is. And yet we keep on trying to put that tent up. So the good news is that even after a lifetime of practice, maybe lifetimes of practice of trying to stake this tent in the middle of a river, we actually are quite flexible and are quite trainable. And so, mindfulness meditation plug here, even after a month or two of gentle, persistent, disciplined meditation, you will find measurable improvement to your nervous system at night and during the day, with your loved ones, with yourself. So we are quite flexible. Our intelligence is incredible. It's so much more than you give it credit for. And so let's use some of that tonight. That's all. And I almost want to say, any questions out there? But let's just get going. I'm ready to meditate. I hope you are too. As I said, we will start with some guided meditation. And at a certain point, I'll move the camera around so you don't have to look at me. And we'll continue on from there. So I hope you stick with me, and let's meditate. All right, I'm going to ring the gong just as a formality. I'll do it 3 times. Lovely. Okay. Seat yourself in a good seat. It's preferable if you sit up straight, not stiff, but balanced, upright. That allows your diaphragm to move freely and breath to work. And we really need to breathe in general, but we need to breathe easily as we meditate. So find yourself in a good balanced position. If you're on the floor on a cushion, that's fantastic. Just try not to slump. Have your head float over your shoulders. Keep it at a kind of a, if your eyes were open wide, you'd be looking at the horizon. That's the position of the head. Loosen your jaw. And then you can kind of look down at nothing in general. Or if you're more comfortable, you can close your eyes or alternate. So this is your body. Your feet, if you're in a chair, flat on the floor, your hands on your lap somewhere, and this is how we start. A lot of times we just carry a lot of tension, especially at the end of the day, in our upper neck. So just feel it. Feel the tension if it's there. Notice the tension that's not there. What we're doing is just really checking in with our body. That's how we start. As you do this, take a deep breath. Let it out. Go ahead. It's a sigh. It's good to sigh. Never gets old. And after a few good sighs, you are fully oxygenated and ready to go. Now, we have really noticed our bodies from top to bottom, but let's see if we can notice our entire bodies at one time. It's a little tricky, but try it out. See if you can feel your toes, your fingertips, the air breathed coming out of your nose and mouth, shoulders. See if you can bring the whole picture of your body into your sensations that you're experiencing, right? As we breathe. Automatically, you'd start winding down. Feel the weight, gravity. Feel the weight on your seat, wherever it's resting. Now, as we're breathing. Acknowledge that, kind of notice your breath. Going in, moving out, this in and out flow is part of the world. We are not little islands, but we are just one small moving part in it, and intimately connected, especially with our breath. We are exchanging important nutrients and information with the trees and with everything out there. So this just means to say we are very much part of this world, and our breath is a beautiful bridge to it. So just enjoy the washing of the waves in and receding out. Enjoy that. Very good. Okay. Move this very gently. Okay. Now, we're going to bring the focus into our breathing just a little tighter. We will not be leaving our body behind. We can continually stay in touch with our body and all of its such a universe of sensations going on in our body. So let's bring that along with us, but we are also narrowing down just a little bit. So a little more focus on our breath. And what I would suggest is that we will sit for the next few minutes following our breath with a small emphasis on the out breath. Okay? So we've been feeling the breath in and out. In this meditation, we are following the breath with an emphasis of just following, not pushing it, following the breath out. If you want to imagine it dissolving in the space in front of you, go ahead. Or you can just feel the release out. Let the in-breath just happen by itself. This will just happen without any attention at all. And then with the out-breath, follow it out again. So this does bring about a little bit of more of a spacious feel to your awareness. So let's enjoy that. Follow the breath. Now, if you have thoughts, memories, impressions, sensations that arise, and you find that you have been pulled away from the attention of your breath and your body, this is not the problem. This is just what minds do. And your instruction is just to notice that, not to follow them. But even if you follow them for a little bit, just come back to your breathing body, to your next out breath. This is excellent meditation. Excellent meditation to come back from distraction. Come back fully into your breathing body, in sync with your breath going out, going out, going out. So let's do this in silence for 5 minutes. Ring the bell. We're going to shift gears a bit. And for the next few minutes, let's continue. Try regrouping a little bit. Sit up straight. Take a good deep breath, cleansing breath, as we say. And come back really fully in the moment. And now we will, like we were doing, with a gentle following of our breath out. I would like you to try to bring to mind what is the quality that you are experiencing as you breathe out. So not only are we just following our breath out, but try to notice the quality of the experience. Is it really noisy going on? Do you have a lot of distractions, or is it whatever comes to mind? But you don't need to describe it. Just feel the texture of the experience of following your breath out. Not forgetting your body, not forgetting your toes or fingers, just the whole enchilada. What's it like as you're breathing out? Okay? It's a very special exercise. Let's do this for 2 minutes. Okay. Relax. Shake it out. Sort of realign yourself a little bit. You've been sitting for a bit, and it's quite easy to be stiffened up. So just loosen your shoulders. Rather like we were doing at the very beginning. Settle into your body. Loosen up. Feel it out. There you go. So now we bring, as we head into the final few minutes of this evening, we will open up. We will drop the technique of following our breath so directly. And this is almost like going back to being really just fully in our bodies, at ease, with no technique per se, but we are bringing our awareness in. But we're not forcing it. Just bring in what we have been working on, but just do nothing, just like the proverbial frog on a lily pad, being present. And if you get distracted, just come on back, very relaxed, no big deal. Just come back to your lily pad. It's a good time to crack open your eyes. Your room's still there. The sounds of your room, sounds of traffic, whatever's around you. This is your environment. This is your world. Be part of it. Be aware of it. Just sit with it for the next 2 minutes, doing nothing. Just settle in. All right. I hope everybody's doing well and enjoyed that. I'd like to give one final bit of post-meditation instruction. You might have heard of this one before. Pema Chodron always likes to give this. And this is the in the wild meditation. And all that means is we've spent the last half an hour being fully in our body, cognizant of our breath, but also just aware of our surroundings and everything going on. So this meditation in the wild is just a 2-breath moment of this spontaneously. Don't make this a chore. This is just whenever you think about it, whether you're washing dishes or you are driving your car or wherever. Just come back to your body and your breathing. Look around you. And like the frog on the lily pad, just be there for 2 breaths. Don't make it any longer than that. It's very quick. It's very secret. Nobody will know you're doing it. And it's very powerful. And I highly recommend it as a partner to your sitting meditation like we've just done tonight. Because really, what this is all about is being awake in the world. We practice being awake here on our seats, but we want to be awake out in the world because our own natural intelligent awareness is peaceful, it's awake, it's gentle, it's radiant, and it's compassionate. This is why we do it. So try that out. Thank you so much for viewing, supporting us. We're opening very soon. Keep a lookout on Facebook, and you will start seeing some real good news. So thank you again for joining us. I hope to see you again. Well, good night all. Keep in touch.